When her hometown was devastated by a train derailment, Marie-Claude Arguin and her family dropped everything and returned to Lac Megantic to help. On this NSP short, hear her story about why sometimes service is not a choice.
I totally, back in 2013, I truly enjoyed my career. Didn't have to prove myself anymore. I had a good network. I knew the good that we were doing everywhere we were deploying on the planet. And then, career-wise, it was going super well. But then many people must know that in 2013, there was a train that derailed, a train that was carrying crude oil. And then that went right through the downtown Lac Megantic, and then it derailed, and then it ended up burning the entire downtown of Lac Megantic, killing several dozens of people. So of course, there's the fear that did I lose family members, because my family still, my parents still live over there. I still have very dear friends that live over there, some cousins. So once I was past that, okay, they survive, they are okay. Then I just started watching the news, because I think that's what most Canadians, or actually Quebecers at least, were doing, because it was on all news channels. It was something so big. It was still to this day, I believe it is the largest environmental tragedy that happened on North American soil. So it's something big. And so I watch, and I cannot explain it. It is most likely this need to serve, like you're talking about. I could not explain it, but it just created a void. It's not like I was crying every day. I was not touched in that way, but, I would watch. I would find this sad. I would, send boxes to the Red Cross of items that they say that they needed, that the population needed. I would, contribute financially when they needed to raise money. But for some reason, I never felt satisfied. There was always this one thing, and though I was not necessarily voicing it, I think Steve, my husband, noticed, and he's the one who sat down with me and he said, okay, he said, why do you feel this way? Because he said, quite honestly, we've been together all these years and you've never talked about one day moving back to Lac Megantic, even when you retire. So why this sudden concern, or this sudden, I don't know, some sort of emotions that I could not explain? And I said, I don't know. I really don't know. And I remember saying, it will pass. I assume with time, as with everything else, it would pass. And he's the one who said, I doubt it. I know you enough that I doubt this is going to pass. And this is when he actually said, come here, sit down. I have to admit something to you. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's happening now? Right? And he said, listen, it might be a bit embarrassing to say, but he said, we've been together all of these years. Obviously, I know you're serving the Canadian Forces. He's at the other end of it, right? Kind of like having to pack everything for 2 years. And we've moved the family so often. It's unbelievable. So he knows exactly what it was as a military spouse to live with a military member. But he said, I know all of that. But he said, what I don't know is what you truly do when you deploy. He said, I probably should know after all of these years with you, but I've never really asked. But he said, the one thing that the kids and I know is every time it blows up somewhere on the planet, you pack your bags, you leave us behind, you go there and you do something. Then you come back until it blows up somewhere else, right? Those were his exact words, actually. And he said, the latest explosion was actually in your hometown. He said, don't you think you need to pack your bags, maybe not leave us behind, maybe this time we'll go with you, and then you go there and you do whatever it is you do when you go over there. And this is when I'm like, but really? You would do this? We would pack the family once again? And then he's like, I can just feel that's what you need to do. So this is what we've done. I put my resignation, I guess. I left the military, and then we decided to move to Lac Megantic. At the time, I had no idea what I was going to go do over there, but I said, I'm going to go help.